So we did the podcast live. So when you
for the special.
Yeah, when you rent the special and you watch the special, you're also going to get to see a live podcast, which I want to do more of those.
Yeah.
I enjoyed hearing, because I perform live, right? I want to know that my jokes work.
Yeah.
Right? And
I guess for me, you do a whole joke about the Chick-fil-A joke about how my stories are so long. So for me, it makes me a little nervous, but I guess you'll just cut me off.
Yeah, we'll just edit it. I'll just sit back like I did earlier. But it was cool to and then it was funny because I would say something, laugh, right? Uh-huh. You would say something and no laugh. And then I would say something, laugh. And then you would say something really funny, and then it was a huge laugh. Like, oh yeah! She got one! Like the crowd would go crazy. But I found it, interesting and fun. In the podcast, we get to meet our neighbors, Phil and Tatiana.
Yes. Who are also both veterans.
They're both Marines. And Phil is actually a wounded warrior.
Yeah.
He's an EOD guy. Almost lost his life.
Crazy story.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we get to meet him. We get to meet Miss Dora, who...
Your mama on the podcast is golden.
Stole the show.
Amazing.
And then we talk about, your dad and the Vegas story and the gummy bear story.
Which my poor dad, you guys, my dad, we told him that he and my mom were just going to be in the audience and we were going to cut to a shot of them so people could see what they look like. But then at the last minute, on stage, live on stage, right? Since it's live.
Yeah, I bring them up.
Raymond, you got to come up here too.
But it was such a great deal. Actually, here's a clip brought to you by Aztec Chevrolet. Aztec Chevrolet for all your Chevrolet needs. They are some of the smartest, kindest people. Because why? They're from South Texas. So when you want to buy a vehicle, go to Aztec Chevrolet. Here's a clip.
Dylan Trevino from San Antonio.
Dylan Trevino.
He's got lots of questions. You ready?
Yes.
He said, how do you know when you're ready for marriage? How do you prepare for it? And is there any sort of thing that
Where is
you
he?
need to know?
Where's Dylan Trevino? Are you married?
Is she here with you tonight?
How do you know when you're getting married? Dummy, it's Saturday night. And you're here with her. You could be out having fun and making your own decisions. But you're here with her. Son, mijo, it's time to get married. How do you prepare for it? You don't. You cannot. Do you live together? Yes. Oh, this guy went.
Done deal.
Dummy, how do you know when you're married? You're married! You're married! Hey, that was a good clip. Taking questions from the audience. That's why I loved being able to do
the
it
live
live.
Podcast, yeah.
Because then you get interaction with, and I don't want to give it away, even though I want to give it away.
Well, no, but it's cool because I think you watch the podcast and you hear us talk about Miss Dora and you hear us talk about Daddy Raymond and our neighbors and things that happen. So now you actually get to meet them and put faces with the names.
But then after everybody sees the podcast, then the questions come in. With it live, we were able to take questions.
Oh, yeah. People who
right
were there watching the actual special could write down a question they wanted to ask us on a card, and we pulled those and answered them live.